WEEI Late Night and streaming everywhere on the Odyssey app.
Oh, yeah. Let that breathe right there, Justin. This is my theme song for all these guys on social media who don't know how to talk to chicks. KJ, Late Night, WEEI. Find yourself a girl and settle down. All right, you can kill it. All right, so far, this hour on Late Night with KJ, we've discussed how the Russell Wilson trade is now affecting and cutting into the Patriots' chances at the playoff run, because now the Broncos have moved into kind of like this upper echelon of like kind of a top 6 in the AFC, and they have a super weak schedule because they had a super weak record, and they've got a great team. Defense, offense, quarterback now, and the Patriots also had to take one of their wins out of the predictor because Aaron Rodgers resigned. So, well, you're not going to be playing Jordan Love this year. Also, we talked about J.C. Jackson, his situation with the Patriots, and how they're a bit long in the tooth. And do you really trust Steve Belichick to really be the captain, if you will, of calling the defense after what you saw in that last game against the Bills? And do you really trust him if you're going to get all this young talent through the draft to come in to potentially replace Jackson, Van Noy, and Hightower? I mean, it'd be great to have some young guys in there, but, like, is it in Steve we trust? All right, 617-779-7937. The text line 37937. We're 2 minutes away from WrestleMadness, but let's get to some of the text here.
So we got this one from the 203. J.C. Jackson would have made $17 million, so I think they can get better in free agency.
Yeah, but if you're looking at free agency, then you're looking at guys who are already established with contracts. Again, if you're going to look for a guy that's at $12 million, then I would ask the same thing that Bill would ask. Is there value in that player? I just say there's value in J.C. Jackson at 16, and if you want to come off of that contract in 2 years because you don't like the player, someone will see great value in him at 16 in 2 years. But you probably need to see it now if you're going to at least solidify one side of the field. All right, next text.
We got a 508 texter here saying the Broncos were only missing a quarterback, and they get that in Russell Wilson.
Yeah, man. I mean, literally, I don't want to make a Brian Flores joke, but that's how they treated Drew Lock and all those other guys that went. Like, when do you usually when you say, hey, for a big-time quarterback, you're going to hear pick and pick and pick and these picks and a conditional. They were like, no, we give you 3 names, too. These 3 guys, you can take them. So Seattle clearly in rebuild, but if you look at how the NFC West was just 5 years ago, Seattle was on top and the 49ers were kind of like bubbling under. So that's what makes the NFL so great is you really have parity unless you're the Jets. All right, one more text.
And speaking about parodies from the 781, the parody songs are funny and on topic. Love the creativity.
Thank you. I'd like to thank the Academy. I'd like to thank my speech teacher. I'd also like to thank the old school station I used to work at. Thank you so much. I do a bow to you and say I appreciate it. But now it's time to get into WrestleMadness, the second annual showcase of KJ's WrestleMadness exclusively on WEEI and, of course, across the entire radio network. So enjoy in Maine. So last night we revealed that the 4 number 1 seeds are The Rock, CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Ric Flair. Right now we're inside the Ric Flair bracket where last night Ric Flair defeated Seth Rollins in the 1-4 match. It wasn't even close, but I like Seth Rollins. So in our number 2-3 matchup, one of the best matchups you will see in the entire bracket, in at the number 2 seed, hit it, Justin.
Come on.
What?
You know I got ya. Yeah. 1. Break the wall.
It's obvious that I'm surrounded by neophytes in this ring, surrounded by neophytes in this entire arena. But all of you need to quiet down because the true best in the world at everything I do is about to enunciate. You want facts? Here's a fact. There isn't a human being who's been in more Elimination Chamber matches on this planet than me. There isn't a human being that's eliminated more superstars in the chamber than me.
Yeah!
And that brings me to you, Punk. Look at me when I'm talking to you, boy.
Oh!
All right, Punk, you might as well give me that world title right now because your master has come to reclaim what is his. Do you understand what I am saying to you right now?
Chris Jehrico, the number 2 seed in the Ric Flair bracket here on WW. Well, I almost said I was channeling myself, channeling my inner McMahon there. Here on WWEEI. WrestleMadness 2022, the number 2 seed Jehrico goes up against the number 3 seed. Hit it, Justin. Uh-oh, a member of the NWO? Scott Hall.
Hey, yo. Scott Hall here, otherwise known as Super Sexy, the Nash Killer. And it just wouldn't be Thunder if we didn't take a little survey. So is there anybody in Fargo who came to see WCW? So that means everybody in Fargo came to see the...
Whoa!
Okay, real good. And in closing, I just want to say that Thunder in Fargo is just too
Sweet! Wow!
Service says one more for the good guy.
WrestleMadness 2022. Who's got the best microphone promo skills? The number 2 seed, Chris Jehrico. The number 3 seed, Scott Hall. Look, this is how you get WrestleMadness going. One of those two will face Ric Flair in the quarterfinals. That's crazy. Jehrico or Scott Hall. Get your votes in. We'll get a winner 1 hour from now. 37937. Who you got? Chris Jehrico or Scott Hall? Best microphone promo skills. You can also tweet at WEEI and just say Jehrico or Scott Hall. We'll count those votes in there as well. The second hour of Late Night continues. Celtics going for 4 in a row. Plus, we'll look at the NBA landscape because a lot is changing, and it's benefiting some teams that you didn't think it would just a month ago. Hang out. WEEI Late Night with KJ continues next.
The Red Sox station. WEEI.
New England Sports Original.